Cheer. You guys are now rocking with the best. Krime Payz Podcast, KPP Media. I'm your host, Mr. Sanchez. This is the reunion episode. I got my co-host with me.
Cross-eyed, and we back.
I just want to say it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me. Thanks for inspiring me to get back on the mics and spitting the ism on here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So how you been, man? How's it going? Oh, I see you every day. For people that don't know, just because you're seeing me and Glizzy on camera again, that doesn't mean that me and Glizzy don't hang out.
Yeah.
Basically, you know what I'm saying? I see Glizzy full time all the time. You know?
Yeah. It's crazy how that works too.
Yeah.
Like you would think just because we haven't done the podcast in a while, like because I was getting text about us not doing the podcast, and people would be like, "Oh, you don't speak to Chris no more," and it's just or you know Mr. Sanchez no more, and I'll be like, "Bro, why do you think that?"
Yeah.
Oh, y'all don't do the podcast no more, and it's like, yo, you know, like we have a life outside of making content where I'm always hitting you up for advice, or because, you know, I'm still figuring out life because I'm still young, you know, and I'll hit you up and ask for advice and stuff, you know?
Yeah. That's cool, man. You know, I kind of lost my mojo for making content. You know what I mean? There was a time where I was kind of just focused and I was really enjoying making content. But, you know, right around that time, censorship got big. You know what I mean? We started getting shadow banned for saying things we shouldn't say, and it kind of took the fun out of it. But I feel like since Rumble became more free and X and Elon became more free, I think they've kind of, you know.
Yeah, they've simmered down on the cutting people's content, because I think, bro, they were kind of getting wild with that, just silencing people. And they were silencing people back to back, not just the president, you know. Yeah. Also speakers like Andrew Tate and Sneeko, you know what I mean? Yeah. And they were just silencing and canceling them. And it was, for me, it was really like, damn, bro. Like, nothing I want to enjoy is on YouTube no more. They've clapped all my favorite creators, you know? But once Rumble came out and like X became a free speech platform, and Trump made his Truth Social, I think that's when they're like, okay, no, because, you know, at that point, I think they would have cost themselves more business not allowing people to speak. Yeah, you know.
All right, so like, what do you like to make content on nowadays? Are you still a right-wing conspiracy theorist?
I'm still a red pill conservative Christian moving male out here.
All right, that's cool.
I'm still on like the edge of getting canceled. I'm in the gray lining, you know, because you could cross over and go super right, super radical, and just everyone hates you, and then you get canceled. Yeah, you know.
What do you think's gonna happen? What do you think's gonna happen in the election?
The election.
If you had to put your money on it.
If I had to put my money on the election, it's hard to say because I don't want to speak on conspiracy theories because I'm trying not to get canceled out here. But I would say if in the proper circumstances and in the correct way, I believe Trump would win, because I think America's tired of Biden. Yeah. You know, I think America realizes that Biden isn't the president, you know, so much as it's the corporations and lobbyists, you know.
All right.
What do you?
So believe? If you had to put your money on it, who's taken to 2024?
I think Trump.
You think Trump?
I think Trump.
I don't know, man. I'm not 100% sure,
bro. Because you never. All right, I'll tell you what. All right. Without being a conspiracy theorist, right? These are my opinions, and I do not condone anybody to believe in fully 100% about what I'm about to say. But I believe if Biden wins, I believe that is proof that the system is corrupt. Now, It's a theory. It's a conspiracy theory. It's not facts. Yeah. So that being said, if Biden wins, I think there could be some questionable debates as to whether our vote truly matters, you know? And that's why I'm pretty sure Trump would win, because I don't think they would allow that conspiracy and that idea go. You know.
So your money is with Trump.
My money's with Trump.
You think Trump's winning?
I think Trump's winning. Why? What do you think?
My heart is with Trump. I want Trump to win. I feel like he needs to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I know that just because the people around me agree with me, right? That doesn't mean the whole country agrees with me. You know what I mean? And as many Trump supporters as I meet, right? I meet just as many Biden supporters. And I don't really think they're Biden supporters. They're just anti-Trumpers.
Yeah, anti-Trumpers.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think Biden is inspiring young people. I don't think people look up to him. I don't think people want him to be the president. Definitely I just think that they are just anti-Trump. And when you get into a deep dive with these people and you speak to them, a lot of them, it's not their fault. You know what I'm saying? Like they throw what the media has been feeding them and they repeat it verbatim. Right?
Yeah.
And those people say the same thing about me, right? They think that I'm repeating what I see on Fox News
definitely.
And Tucker and all these things. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to change their mind. They're not going to change my mind, right? So it's kind of pointless to sit back and go back and forth because at the end of the day, when you become, when you fully develop your brain as a man, you make your opinions. Like it's very rare that somebody's going to be able to talk you out of what you believe into what they believe. So let bygones be bygones. I'll troll my liberal friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just like, if I'm a Miami Heat fan and they're Knicks fans, I'll talk smack to them. And I take it as much as I could dish it. You know what I mean? Sometimes they can't handle it and they get all butthurt because they're sensitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I am the kind of person that I got thick skin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I always laugh.
But I think it's 50-50 though. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It could go either way.
No,
it could go either way.
It can't go either way, dude.
Yeah.
It has to go, right? All right. So if it goes the way that people think it might go, right? Which is the blue side, right? I think there's going to be a major retaliation, right? Because people are going to believe in the conspiracy theory that it's rigged. You know what I mean? And, I always laugh at the fact when people tell me I'm a Trumper, right? They'll be like, oh, you're a Trumper, you're a Trumper. And I argue that fact saying I'm not a Trumper. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, for sure, I would love to hang out with the guy and have a sleepover. You know what I mean?
Pause.
Pause. No diddy. But, like, I just like Trump because you know what you're getting with Trump. Like, Trump's not bought out. Like, all right, if Trump wants the FDA to lower the regulations on milk, that's what you voted for. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's why I lean more towards Trump. Not that I'm a Trumper, more like I'm more conservative, and I like to keep the Constitution the way it is. I don't want it changed, and I'm more red pill. I have more of a red pill thought, and he caters towards it. Because if there was any other Republican going against Biden, right, I wouldn't be thinking the same way. Like I would probably, well, for sure I wouldn't vote for Biden, but I would think I would more care about the situations that are going on.
Yeah, like I like Trump. I like his brashness. I feel like he's one of the bros as far as like he says things or he acts the way my brain kind of says things under my breath sometimes, or you know what I mean? And I really like him because they hate him and I don't like them.
Yeah, it makes me, you know
what I mean?
Yes.
And if he's going to make them cry, then I'm with that, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cuz I'm on the opposite side of the culture, their woke culture war.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't with it. I don't like it. I'm never going to like it. And that's just the way it is. And if he is it's like if you live in the hood and your neighborhood gets overrun by Crips, then you become a blood because you don't like Crips. You know what I'm saying? Makes sense? So it's not like I think, wow, Donald Trump is the second coming of Christ, and Donald Trump is like this perfect person. He's awesome. He's going to be a tremendous leader and all this thing. No, you guys don't like him, so I like him. I like what he says, and I lived through 4 years already of the Trump administration, and it was good. You know, besides the fact, you know, that we got hit with what we got hit with. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't even know if you could say that on YouTube anymore. No, I'm not going to try to risk it. No. But, you know what I mean?
That's what got us clapped the first time, matter of fact.
Yeah, so. That shit ended. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened towards the end of his administration that messed up the world, you know what I'm saying? Not only America, if it wasn't for that, everything was good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could still go food shopping. You could still buy a house with low interest rate. You could buy a car with low interest rate. Your cost of living wasn't crazy. Everybody from every other state, every liberal state didn't flood Florida. Now it's like super hard to live here because of what they did, of what the left did. You know what I mean? So, of course, my heart is with the right and Trump. That doesn't mean that I don't consider myself a Republican. Republicans sell the American people out every day. You know what I'm saying? They just signed that Ukraine thing. They sent $60 trillion over there again, and that was signed by both sides. You know what I'm saying? Every issue that you stand for, that you like, whether it be gun rights, whether it be abortion, whether it be this, there's a sea of Republicans that vote against your interests. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like, oh, I picked the Republican side. No, bro.
Yeah, I would listen to both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have conversations with liberals every day, right? And just to get their sense and their, you know, because get their knowledge as to why they are the way they are and what they could change of my thoughts, because I try to have a proper dialect with someone of the opposing side, right? And to be honest, every time I have a conversation with a liberal, it just makes me more conservative. Like, I just become more like, oh yeah, for sure, I think I'm picking right. Yeah. Now, whether I'm brainwashed or not, I don't know, dude. But I'm down. Just saying, I didn't get my facts from the news.
I'm with the mean tweets and the world peace. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole Ukraine thing, the stuff that's going on in the Middle East, there's just beef all over the world, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we need to chill.
I think.
So hopefully Trump wins 2024. Yeah. Got my endorsement.
And he did say he will end it one phone call. Yeah. He told them, I will end it one phone call. And then they asked him, how would you do it? He goes, well, we'll speak about that when I win. Yeah. I liked it, dude.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, he likes to sit down with dictators, and he was going to be a dictator, and then this and that. Yeah. Bro, the same people that are about to start World War III, freaking nuclear holocaust, Trump sat with them and had peace with them. Yeah. And then they, you know, the left criticized him for that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He makes peace with Putin. Oh, he likes Putin. Bro, no, bro, it's called foreign policy. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to freaking beef with every other country but whatever, dude. That's here or there. How was your weekend, cuz?
My weekend was pretty good, dude. I can't lie, dude.
Dude, I had a good weekend on the gambling tip.
Oh yeah?
I did. I came up nasty on that Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, dude.
And Devin Haney.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Everyone thought Devin Haney was gonna win. I had a feeling, Ryan. I wanted to bet on that, but I had a feeling Ryan Garcia was like, because I already knew that everyone was calling him crazy, and I don't know, like, he's just young-minded, so I felt like he was trolling. You get what I'm saying?
He had me fooled, dude. I did not think he was trolling. I thought he was suffering from CTE and having a mental health episode. I thought Tank must have hit him too hard in the head, or maybe all the years of boxing as an amateur, he took a lot of punches to the head, and that loss to Tank messed him up, and he was falling into substance abuse, mental health abuse. Like, he was really acting erratic for like 3 months into the fight. You know, he said he went to Bohemian Grove. They made him watch kiddie porn. I was like, yo, this dude is far out there. You know what I mean? Now, we get to the day of the fight. You know, I've been a boxing fan a long time, and I had Devin Haney all the way. Like, in my brain, I'm like, dude, Ryan's going to go in there. He drank a beer on the way in. He's going to go over there and get his ass kicked, right? Yeah. The only reason I put money on on Ryan Garcia, and I didn't run and tell you to put money on Garcia, right? Is because the odds were so in Haney's favor that if you put $200 on Ryan Garcia, you'd get back 1,050.
Yeah.
That's how much the odds were, right? So you're like, damn, if I put a little bit of money, I make all this money. And then I'm like, damn, these odds have Ryan Garcia like he's a scrub. Like, he's not even a professional boxer. Like, he's not 25 years old. He's got a chance to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I put the bet in, right? $40. I started with $40. Then my manager at work come outside. I told him about the bet, and he's a degenerate gambler. And he's like, $40? No. If I give you $500, you'll put it on? You'll put it on for me? You put the bet for me? And I was like, because he doesn't have the app that I have, right? Yeah. And I'm like, nah, bro, $500. Like, I don't want to get like I don't want to get my money tied up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll pay you later.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's like, no. I was like, nah, that's 500. F that. He's like, all right. You put 100, I'll put 100. And I was like, all right, let's do it, right? So now I'm $140 into it. Whatever, I'm gonna watch it. I don't mind losing $140. You know, in Biden's America, that's number 2 at McDonald's.
Yeah.
So whatever. If I lose it, I lose it. So he walks inside, and you know, I start watching the pre-fight. You know, and I see Devin Haney come out, right? And his people are saying, Allahu Akbar. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know Devin Haney was Muslim. You know what I mean? I'm like, cool. And then he comes out with 21 Savage. And they have that song, Red Rum, Red Rum, Red Rum, which that song is murder spelled backwards, right? Red Rum is murder spelled backwards. So I was like, all right, well, this guy's talking that. And he comes out to, his camp is talking God is the greatest, and then they come out to murder music, but whatever, right? So I'm watching Garcia come out, and I hear the music come out, bump, 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 and that's the Jesus Walk song by Kanye West, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I had an epiphany. I was like, Ryan's gonna win.
Yeah.
This is a spiritual battle between Jesus and Muhammad and Islam, right? And I just felt it like in my thing. I was like, yo, he's going to win. I know he's going to win. And so I went back into my phone, and I took $200 out of my own money, and I put it. I put it. So now I'm $340 in as they're walking out, right? I didn't run and tell you, yo, go bet, because I honestly felt like a loser. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like I'm getting in like over my head fast. Like, this is a gamble. This isn't like an educated boxing fan sports bet. No, this is straight up gambling. I have all my money on the guy who's definitely not going to win. And I'm doing this out of greed because the payout is so high, right? So here they come. They come out. Boom. Round 1, bro. Ryan almost knocks him out in the first round, bro. I jumped out of my seat. Crazy. Oh, finish him. Bro, the ref was corrupt as hell, dude, on Haney, bro. If you watched it, it was the worst. Like, yo, Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney that night. He beat the ref that night. He beat the judges that night. They were all against him, bro. And he still managed to come out victorious. So I ended up winning almost $2,000.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great day.
I had planned on betting on it prior. Now, me, ill knowledge, you know, sometimes I be so focused on my own content I'm making, and I can't focus on other content, and I did not realize, right? So I don't know why I had this thought it was gonna be on Sunday, right, when I was off, because I recall a time where fights were on Sunday.
Nah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Fights are never on Sunday, bro.
But every time I used to be at work on Sunday, there was always a fight on Sunday.
The only fights that are on Sunday are like Jake Paul fights.
Yeah, you know what?
Celebrity boxing
so
fights.
I probably had it twisted, right? And bro, when I saw, like, I remember I was talking to one of the ladies at work, and she's like, "Oh, there's supposed to be a big boxing fight." I was like, "No, it's Sunday. It's not today." Right? And when I see you on IG and I see you on the phone, I'm like, "Oh my God, Ryan Garcia is fighting today." I was like, "Fuck it, whatever." You know, I didn't care to bet. I more like bet on sports, like and I barely bet on sport, very rarely. Like usually only a Super Bowl, maybe a fight like on Jake Paul or something like that. And I was I didn't really care too much until you said the odds, and I was like, oh, bro, I wish I would have bet them. Like, those are those moments where you wish you had a time machine. You could go back in time and put 10 grand on Ryan Garcia and come back a millionaire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just be like,
you would have to have big nuts to do that, to put that big money on it. Dude, you know what I'm saying?
I get sick, but I've never done 10 grand. But I've gotten sick enough at the roulette table to bet like 5,000. Bam!
Yeah, I've seen you.
5,000 black. No number, nothing, no spirituality involved in it. Just, I think it's going to be black. Here's
I don't know if I'm a good friend to go to the casino with or if I'm a bad friend.
Sometimes, I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes I feel like you talk me out of things, which is a good thing to do. But sometimes I just want to lose. Like, just let me lose or gain all these winnings. Because when I lose, I already know what I put myself into. Yeah,
like, I'm the type of person that I can never, like, play a game for an hour and make thousands of dollars and walk away. Yeah. Like, I'm the type, like, if I win $300, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm done. I'm like, $300, that's it. The casino ain't getting this money back. I ain't giving it back to them. A matter of fact, let's go to a steakhouse. Dinner's on me. And I'll take those $300 and I'll go buy a filet mignon for the people I'm with, and I'll enjoy that money, and that's it. But it works. It's good and bad because it works against me because I can never, unless I'm playing a slot machine that I win $10,000. That's the only way I'm going to win $10,000. Yeah. Because if I win 3 hands of blackjack, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, let's take a quick break and we'll be back.
Yeah, we're back from that little intermission. So, yeah, still on sports. We got Mike Tyson is going to fight Jake Paul. Who you got?
All right. So, I want Mike Tyson to win, but I have a feeling Jake Paul's going to win. Because Jake Paul is younger, but I want Mike Tyson to win for the legend. But I do think Jake Paul's going to win. And Jake Paul is, I think, the favored one. Yeah. I think his what is it? Like his odds are better.
Yeah.
Still on the gambling apps.
Yeah, I bet I put $100 on Jake Paul. People thought I was crazy for that. You know what I mean? But like I said, like I'm a huge Mike Tyson fan. I've always have been ever since I was a little kid. We used to watch all his fights. And but you have to understand that people are human. Mike Tyson's 57 years old or 56 years old.
Yeah.
Jake Paul is in the prime of his life.
Like 25, 27.
25. They both probably on all the PEDs, you know what I mean, together. And Jake Paul is not just some celebrity guy who has a YouTube channel and he's going to put on gloves and fight Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Jake Paul can fight. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who's watching this right now, most of you, if you guys step into a ring with Jake Paul, he's going to kick your ass.
Yeah. You know and a lot of people like discredit him because of his past, whether he was on Disney or he was doing those little goofy YouTube videos. And it's like, yo, it takes nothing for a man to go train for 3 years of his life in boxing and start boxing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying Mike Tyson doesn't have a chance. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Mike Tyson has it. He's got boxing up here. You know what I'm saying? Now, is his body still going to be able to move fast? Is he going to be able to overcome the injuries he's accumulated? Is his jaw going to be able to withstand power punches from a 25-year-old kid? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That is to see. Now, also, you got to see the rules that they have. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like a legit sanctioned
fight. It's an exhibition.
It's an exhibition. So they have 2-minute rounds. They have bigger gloves. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to knock people out when you're wearing big ass pillows on your hand, and you don't know the side deals that the Tyson camp worked out with the Jake Paul camp. Because I'm sure the millions of dollars enticed Tyson, but I'm sure his team was like, all right, we'll do it, but you can't punch Mike in the head that much, or you know what I'm saying? You gotta like take it easy on him. Yeah. Because when he fought Roy Jones, the majority was body punches.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be more of a like, damn, I lost my train of thought. I think it's gonna be more of how many times someone touched the other, no diddy. But like how many times Jake connected with Tyson or Tyson connected with Jake. And in that case, if we're looking at that point system, then for sure I have Jake all day because Jake's faster, younger, and I believe he's shorter.
Yeah.
So he's going to be able to jab Tyson way more than Tyson will be able to jab him at his age. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
anything can happen, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, if I had to put my money on it, my heart is with Tyson, but my money is with Paul. If it's even a fair fight, if it's not rigged, if it's not a horseshit exhibition.
Yeah, because it's also not like it's gonna stream on Netflix, so it's not like it's not like a true boxing match with true boxing rules. It's under Jake and Tyson's rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think Triller's doing it. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
I'm not too sure, but Triller did the exhibition fight with Mike Tyson and between Mike Tyson and Roy Jones. So
that's dope.
Yeah.
So
they've been getting into that lately. But I mean, personally, I don't think he should have. Not for the money, okay, but I don't think it was a good decision for Jake Paul to put that on his career belt because no one wants to see you hurt a legend. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? No one roots for the underdog that much.
Yeah.
Because at this point, now Jake's not the underdog. It's Tyson who's the underdog because of his age. So I think it was a bad decision, like image-wise. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're putting LeBron to play against Jordan. It's not fair.
I get it. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, I wouldn't say LeBron and Jordan. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You're wild for saying that.
Yeah.
Because LeBron is the best of his era and Jordan is the best of his era. Mike Tyson, you can arguably say, is the best of his era, but Jake Paul is not the best of his era.
Yeah, so
Jake Paul's a scrub.
It's not even truly fair, but it's like, like if LeBron were to play Jordan and LeBron won, LeBron will get no recognition.
Today.
Yeah, today. Like
because Jordan's an old man.
Exactly. So it's the same that goes with Jake Paul and the Mike Tyson fight. I feel like he will get no credit if he were to, per se, lay out Mike Tyson. He'll just be looked at like
I don't want to see that.
No, yeah.
To be honest, like it'll be a sad day for me if Jake Paul knocks Mike Tyson out.
Yeah, it's like,
even though I'm gonna end up making a little money on it, but I don't want to see. I'll be sad.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, what else? What else we got on topics? You want to talk about the miracle you witnessed?
Oh, the miracle, the bishop, how Christ saved the bishop.
Yeah, Bishop Mari Emmanuel. If you guys don't know, he's a bishop, a Christian bishop in Australia, and if you guys are in the algorithms, you'll know who we're talking about. But basically, he was doing his service, and a young kid jumped up out the crowd and yelled "Allahu Akbar" and pulled out a knife and started stabbing the bishop repeatedly. And if you look at it, the knife fails to open. You know what I mean? And that,
it's a miracle.
That was a miracle, bro.
Yeah, and to go more in depth with it, the bishop's belief is so strong that instead of putting his guard up or trying to maneuver the man or hold him in a certain way, he put up the cross, which is something I feel like gets overlooked a lot on the internet right now, but I respect that because it showed me how much faith he has in what he preaches. So it makes him more I don't want to say reputable, but more like his words mean more to me now that I saw he did that, and to the fact that what you had told me previously about him praying for the guy afterwards. Because if someone were to stab me and the knife didn't work, and then the whole congregation was holding this man down, I'll for sure sock him. Like,
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, how dare you try to stab me, you know?
I mean, he tried to kill a holy priest. I don't know if he's a priest, but he tried to kill a holy man in the church, and the knife didn't deploy, and he actually ended up cutting his own 3 fingers off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if that is not an act of God, then I don't know what is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. It was I was happy to see that the bishop was okay.
Yeah, you know for sure. It was disturbing. When I first saw it, I was like super mad about it, and I was like, yeah, what kind of sick person would do that? You know what I mean? Yeah. And I was mad, bro. I was mad.
I wasn't like a big fan of the bishop prior to this situation. I had already, like, not that I wasn't a fan, not like I didn't know too much about him. I had seen a couple of his videos here and there, but after that stabbing, for sure, I went into the podcast and started listening to him speak on podcasts and hearing what he has to say. And it would have been a sad day for that man to go, because evil would have won that day.
Yeah.
And it would have upset me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, I'm glad it worked out how it did. And I hope the bishop has a speedy recovery. I hope he steps up his security.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I mean, I know the security in the U.S., like, they don't play around anymore. No. There's armed guards everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He is based in Australia, but I think, does Australia have the right to bear arms?
No, they're not. They don't.
They don't. It's sad. But yeah, for sure he needs to step up his security now. And that's so sad that someone's able to just walk into a place of worship and do something like that. I think that man right there, just by yelling Allah Akbar, in my opinion, the Muslim religion is a very respected religion. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. I respect their discipline. And I feel like what he didn't stand for what Muslims are supposed to stand for.
No.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it's supposed to be a religion of peace. You know what I mean? But, I mean,
you could get too radical.
There is a radical aspect of that you know, that way of thought, and that is not a representation of them as a whole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I was just kind of upset that because
it was cowardly to send the kid in there.
Yeah.
Whoever sent him, I mean, why didn't you do it yourself?
Yeah.
Why'd you send the teenager?
Yeah.
You know
and then making and hence, in return, I mean, making that whole religion look bad. You know what I'm saying? Just, I don't know, because I was watching a lot of videos on it, watching a lot of reactions to the bishop, and people, all they could say is, oh, and he was a Muslim man. And it's like, you know, now Muslims are getting that backlash from what that radical group did.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna end it on that.
We're gonna end it on that.
We appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys want to keep on watching, leave a comment, a like. Let us know. Follow me on Instagram. It's Mr. Sanchez TV. Send me a DM. You know, let me know if you guys want to keep on hearing us talk. And it was a pleasure sitting with you and talking to you. Hopefully we do it again sometime.
Yeah. Definitely. Make sure to let us know in direct message. Hit us up or tell us any topics you want us to talk about next so we could entertain you guys in the best way possible and give you guys what you're looking for.
All right. Peace.
We out.